There we go. Okay. Chat here. Are we doing a morning meltdown 2.0 group, or just add to the existing group and then they can start like kind of however they want? Like it won't be really be the same, obviously, because they're not like day one with us, whatever. But I think, yeah, we're just going to do the existing group.
Hey Shawna, would you be able to add me as like an admin to the group? Even though I'm not actually doing it, I'll still have clients that will be.
Yep. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll write that down. I probably have to do that to a few people then, because you're probably not the only one. So I'll just look through to make sure. Anyone else have any questions before I start? Anything? Yeah. Okay. So first I want to kind of bring up the bet on your business, because I feel like I just kind of brought it up, and then like we kind of started talking about it at the retreat this weekend, and we were kind of like talking about how Team Cup is always super hype, and then like the month after we just kind of like slow down. And if you don't know what Team Cup is, I'll kind of explain it, because you're probably like, I don't even know what that means. So basically what Team Cup is in February you put together a team, and it's a team of 4 or 5, I think 4 or 5. It's always different every year, so that's why I'm questioning it. But you put together a team and you just kind of like work together as a team to get as many points as you can and sign up as many people. And our team got top 5 in Canada, which is crazy to me. I never even thought that would be like doable, right, Dawson? But pretty much we always had like all these Zoom calls together, and like we would send all these invites all the time, and we would push like every single day for the whole entire month to see how far we would get. And basically that's what Team Cup is. So we were like, why stop there? Like, why don't we create a group where we could do this as a team and push together for a goal? Because I feel like it can be very discouraging if you have this goal and like you keep working towards it every single day and like you're not getting it. So obviously working together is a lot better, especially because we can celebrate together as a team, and you're not like sitting in your room with no motivation. Because I know like for me too, after Summit, like you go to Summit, or maybe if you haven't been there yet, but you go to Summit and you have this like high of motivation, and like you see all these top coaches and you're like, I want to be that. Like if she can, why can't I? So like after Summit you kind of come home and you feel like, okay, well, how do I do that? Like it's just, I feel like a lot of people get very overwhelmed with everything. So we think that this group will be helpful. And like, even if you don't get to a diamond, not saying you won't, because I know a lot of you have the potential to do it, and I know a lot of you can, but it'll still get you further in your business. And I think like having someone push you every single day and seeing other people show up, it's great for your business, even if you don't even have one coach under you yet. So I really recommend it for anyone who's kind of sitting back and like, I won't be able to do that. Because you can. I know you can. So that was a little bit about that group. I wanted to talk tonight about failing forward, and I think this is a really good topic because I know a lot of us go through seasons in our business, and there's probably times where a lot of us feel stuck. And I'm saying us because I feel the same way all the time, especially this month, but it's my own fault. So I'll kind of talk about that a little bit too. So I'm going to kind of start off with inviting, because I know a lot of new coaches, they think about how inviting is super overwhelming and they don't really know how to send invites, but you just need to like fail forward and try every single kind of invite you can. So like try cold inviting. Maybe that will work for you, maybe it won't. I used to try it and I can't do that anymore. Cold inviting doesn't work for me and it doesn't make me feel good, but maybe it works for you. Maybe cold inviting works for you. So like I say, try it, and if it doesn't work, that's fine. Like at least you tried it, right? This week I've been trying a lot of different scripts because my invites last month aren't working this month. So I'm not going to sit back and say like, screw it this month. I'm not going to hit Success Club, whatever. Like my invites aren't working. Like, no, you have to try something different. So what I've been trying this month is sending like a compliment to them or saying a thank you to them first, kind of like explaining my group, saying like thank you. Like, so I did a post yesterday about my transformation, and I just kind of said like, girl, thank you so much for the like on my photo. You have no idea how much that means to me. Like saying stuff like that actually freaks me out to put myself out there. So your support means a lot to me. Sometimes I won't even invite right there. I'll just kind of say thank you. And I sent all of that yesterday and I got like so much feedback. And even just that connection and like getting messages back is a lot better to me than getting crickets, you know, because when I send just like a thanks for the like on my photo, are you interested in joining me? Like sometimes that doesn't work for me and sometimes it will. Like everyone's different, right? Like everyone has a different business. So I think it's good to try different scripts because you never know what might work best for you. And another thing is like I feel like a lot of people, myself included, I used to go to my upline and say like, what are you saying? Like, what are you saying? What's helping for you? But like, I feel like if it's not your own voice and it's not coming from your true, like the way you would say it personally, then it probably won't work for you. I think that you should try writing out the way you would say it to someone and then send that to people. Like maybe you're the type of person that likes to send invites with all of these different emojis, or maybe you like to be like, hey girl, like everyone's different. And I think that you should really try and like switch it up, especially every month, because when you're sending the same invite every month, it probably won't work. Like people will just think that you want them to sign up with you because you want the sale, which like obviously it's not your intention. It's just like, I'm just sending my invite, right? So always try something different, especially if you think it's not working. Like you can even try voice clips. I've been trying that this week. When people hear from your voice and they know it's not like a script, like a copy and paste, they know that you're just being genuine and you want to actually talk to them. I know voice clips are really helpful, especially when people ask for more information. Sometimes that's a lot more helpful for people, especially if they don't feel like reading and reading and reading. And I know it's easier for me when I send voice notes too. Another thing you can try is Zooming with people or like getting their number. Like I know a lot of people, like someone today, they're like, can we have a FaceTime or can we have a phone call? And like kind of freaks me out, but I'm going to do it because it'll probably work, especially everyone likes to talk differently. Like everyone likes, some people like face-to-face, some people don't. Even though that I don't know why, but it kind of scares me, I'm going to do it anyway. And if you're thinking like, some months you're going to go through seasons where you're like, why aren't I hitting Success Club? And right now I am at a whopping Success Club 0, but it's my own fault because I literally was gone from August 1st to August 6th. I didn't work the whole time. Yes, I was posting on social media, but that's half of your business. That's not even close to working your business. I wasn't sending any messages. I wasn't inviting. I came home for one day. I didn't work for that day, and then I left for the weekend. So, like, it's my own fault, but I'm not going to sit back and feel sorry for myself. Like, I'm going to try all these different things and see what works. And my goal is to hit Success Club by Sunday. So, and like I said, it's not anyone's fault but myself. So if I'm sitting back, or if any of you are thinking, like, why aren't I hitting my Success Club goals, or what's like, it's something that you need to maybe try doing more of, or something you need to try differently. If you're continuously doing the same things and you're noticing like it's not working, then you just maybe need to try something different. What's cold inviting? Cold inviting is when you send someone an invite and they're not even watching your stuff and they have no idea what you're doing.
So Can I say one thing too?
Yeah.
I feel like something that's really important here is that like people always like think when you watch people who are successful that maybe once you get successful, you don't have to do the vital behaviors anymore. But even like Shawna's seeing it this month and I saw it last month is like the second you stop messaging people and you walk away from that momentum that you had, it is so hard to pick it back up again. And you have to work twice as hard to get back to where you were.
Yeah.
So like, if anything, stay close to that fire. Our team has incredible momentum going on right now. Do not walk away from that. Whether it's your first person that messaged you back, or your first person that signed up, or you're the first time you're hitting Success Club 10, don't take that as a sign that it's okay to take a step back. Take that as a sign is double down on the things that got you there.
It's true. Yeah.
Like, no matter how successful you are, the vital behaviors are still going to be the same things you do every single day.
Mm-hmm. Like, just because I was posting doesn't mean I was working my business. Like, yeah, people were liking my photos and like intrigued by where I was, but like that has nothing to do with the behind the scenes work. Like, if you're not doing the behind the scenes work, then you're just setting yourself back, and like that's what I did, and it's my own fault. But I'm not gonna sit back and be like sad about it. I'm gonna 10 times what I've been doing before, and it will work. I have the belief that it will work. And I saw this quote, and it said, "The only way to fail at this business is if you quit. The only way to be successful in this business is if you fail forward." So like, it's so true. If you're gonna just quit on yourself, then you'll never know if you tried this or if you tried that. Like, you have to keep trying. And I know it sucks sometimes. Like, it sucks that you have to try all these different things, but like that's part of being a coach, and that's part of the journey. Is like, if you want to be successful, you have to start at your low to be at the top. What else was I gonna say? I have that. Oh, like for another way for inviting, like maybe you need to invite more in your stories. Like, there's 3 different platforms that you can invite just over Instagram. So you can invite just in your Instagram stories. You can do a post, and then you can do personal messages. So there's 3 different ways of inviting, and if you're trying all of them every single day, then you will have success. Fail forward, right? Like, if you're not trying something and you need to try it more of it, like maybe you need to go live more. Maybe that's scary for you, and maybe I'm sure like all of you right now could say one thing that you need to do more of in your business, and I want you all to say it right now. I'll say mine because I know what I need to do more of. I need to do more of talking about coaching. I don't talk about coaching enough. I know I might talk about it here and there, but like they say that you need to talk about coaching the amount of times you talk about boot camps. We're all so comfortable about talking about boot camps, but I need to get more comfortable talking about coaching. So I need to do that more. Who else? Do I need to call out people?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
You can.
Yes.
Okay, I got my headphones on. So then I don't know, my computer must be like not working. Okay. So I think my thing that I need to do more of is like adding to my network, because I have the same people who are watching my stuff, which is annoying because it's like, hey, you're watching, so obviously you're somewhat interested.
Yep.
But it's that those same people. So like I'm actually like running out of people, like new people to connect with, because I just don't have them on my Instagram.
Yep. That's why it's the vitals, right?
Okay, I'll go next.
Okay.
So mine's similar. I used to be like super vigilant with like following as many people as I could in a day, but then once I hit like a certain number, I was like, yeah, like I'll kind of like be kind of done with that. But I've noticed like my Success Club numbers drop off huge from it. So I need to get back into, even though it seems like I have lots of followers, keep adding to keep opening up opportunities.
It's true. I agree.
I feel like I'm the opposite. Like, oh, sorry. Do you want to go?
Go.
I feel like I'm the opposite. Like, I'm really focused on inviting because I'm a new coach. I'm really focused on following because I'm new to this, and like I want to build up people, and I'm not sending enough invites. So I need to start sending more invites and like creating more personal conversations with people.
Yep. Love it.
Okay. Probably talking about coaching too. Like going on the retreat has kind of opened that up, and people have actually been like asking about it, which is good. So I feel like I should talk more about it because it'll probably help me build my business a lot more. But then I also need to stay on top of following too, because I find as much as I'm like, it literally feels like as much as I'm following, is as much as I'm succeeding, like, because there's more people that are always coming in. So probably both of those.
Anyone else?
So I think I've been stuck at like 575 followers for like 4 weeks now. Because I just like haven't been following people either. But I talked to Lauren about this like 2 days ago, like that I have to be building connections more than just following someone else. So I'm gonna try to work on that.
Yeah, I agree. I've been trying to with connections more, especially like for people who just keep watching and they're not responding to my invites. So I've been trying something different and just like complimenting on their photos, liking their photos, watching their stories, and like trying to build that connection. Like obviously they know what I'm doing, but they're just not ready to answer me yet.
No, was it you or Riley that had somebody say, "Can I just watch your stories and not be invited?"
That was me.
Was that you?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so funny.
I've been getting a lot of lovely messages. It's fine. Jocelyn.
I think I need to focus on posts more. I feel like I'm really active in my stories, but not so much on my feed. So just getting my posts out so that different people see my posts.
Love it. Thanks. Kelsey?
I feel like there's a lot of things I could be doing more of. I go through like waves of where like I'll invite like a ton of people and then I kind of just, slowly am waiting for people to reply or whatnot. I feel like I show up on my stories a lot, but kind of like what Jocelyn was saying, like I don't post every single day. I think I also need to work on like inviting to like to hear about the coaching opportunity a little bit more. I've only done like one sneak peek and I felt like I got a lot of people that wanted to hear about it, but then
yeah, it's definitely consistency with those.
Yeah, I mean consistency with literally everything. So.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that everyone's calling themselves out on what they need to do more of. Because everyone's like, Shawna, what do I need to do more of? I'm like, you know what you need to do more of.
It's true.
It's so true. Who else hasn't went? Shelby.
Yeah, so I first want to say, like, everyone, it's like super important to identify where you need to improve, but also just like for me, it's so easy for me to be critical on myself that I find like it's also super important to like celebrate the fact that you're even doing this. It's like a huge step outside of like pretty much everyone's comfort zone, right? So as much as it is important to identify like this is where we need to improve, when people say they have 100 things they can improve on, we can all improve on everything. But just know that like what you're doing is extraordinary, and if everyone would do this if it was easy. So know that what like give yourself grace as well. But also for me, my area to improve is for me, I find it's really easy to get caught up in wanting to be that leader that I sacrifice my own business sometimes. So I'll like get so worried about making posts to recognize my team and like supporting other people that I won't work my own business. So that I'm like going to be constantly, probably for the rest of the time that I'm a coach, working on finding that balance between what it's like to be a leader and what it's like to also pour into my own business too.
Love it. You're the best. Is that everyone? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna ramble. Okay, so these are like examples in my business where like, so I've been in this business for 3 years, so obviously I know like failing is part of the business, and like it's okay if you go through parts where you're like, crap, I did this wrong. Like it's not like you're doing anything wrong, it's just part of the business and it's part of growing as a person too. So I think like even at the beginning of this year, like I felt like our whole team and everyone was like thriving, and everyone had like myself, like I had all these goals and like we hit 3-star qualifying and like all this is happening. And then I kind of felt like even myself, like my own motivation, I was like kind of losing that excitement. And like I was like, and we lost I lost 3-star qualifying because I didn't look into like what the actual qualifications were. So like that kind of made me feel really down. But like it's all part of the business, and like you never know all of these things that are happening behind everyone else's business. So you just got to move forward, and it's okay to go through these things because like you don't even know all these like top coaches, like they've been through all of it, and that's what you need to go through is the feeling of like not being good or the feeling of doing amazing. Like it's all part of it, and you just got to know that you just got to push through. What else? You kind of have to like this is how I look at it. It's like you kind of have to suck to be better. Like my posts literally used to be, this is so embarrassing, but like I used to post, oh, look at my 21-day fix DVDs. Look at my, look at all these, like buy this. Like I used to post this on Facebook. Like how embarrassing is that? But like I was trying, and that's all that matters because you never know what's going to work for you. And like obviously that didn't work. But I tried it, and I feel like that's all that matters. So, and I even like when I felt like a few months ago and like right now that things really weren't progressing, it was something that I needed to obviously do more of. So I've been doing more one-to-one calls, and I feel like I want to go live in our challenge groups more. Like I feel like it's super important to connect with your challenge group too. Like obviously team stuff is important, but you want to connect with your challenge group. Like that's part of your job, right? More one-to-one calls, more team calls. I really lacked there because I was afraid that I wasn't a good leader and I wasn't gonna be able to like teach you guys things. Like I was worried about that, so I just never went for it, and now I'm trying. So it's just part of the business, and I think that you just need to like fail forward and keep trying. Maybe you need to try different posts. Like maybe I know sometimes like I'll try storytelling, or I'll post about a little bit about my lifestyle, or I'll post short quotes. Like you really got to see what works for you. And I think that like if you're gonna like, I know that a lot of people worry about their posting, and I think sometimes you might overthink it, because really posting isn't that hard, especially when you like lifestyle posts are super easy. Like you can talk about, like for example, I'm gonna put Kelsey on the spot because she's like right in my in my corner, but she's a nurse and she's married and she has a dog. Like she can post about any of that because you want people to know who you are too, right? Maybe you need a new transformation post. Like for me, again, I literally looked at my feed this week and I was like, oh my God, I haven't done a transformation photo in so long. Like that's part of being a coach, is like you need to post transformation photos to show that you're being a product of the product, and just showing that like you're doing the workouts and you're doing the programs too. And even if you don't see much of a transformation, it could even be from the inside. Like I did a huge transformation post yesterday about how I've literally changed from like my mind, not even so much, well, my body too, obviously, but like mind and body. And I think people really relate to that. I knew I needed a transformation post, so I did that. Maybe you need, like, maybe the program you're doing isn't for you. Like, if you love Morning Meltdown, awesome, I love it too. But like Shelby, for instance, she's in the group and she even said she kind of needs to switch it up a little bit because she herself is kind of getting bored, and she wanted to do gym workouts and like switch things up. And that's okay, because you don't have to do what everyone else is doing. If it's not working for you, try something different. I already said that. And then like like I'm at Success Club 0 right now, but I was like in my, like I shut off my phone the other day and I shut off my computer. I was like, what can I do to help more people, even if I don't sign them up? So I was like, I need to add value to my Instagram stories, and I need to add value to my feed. So like today I posted pretty much a free workout for people, and they can incorporate that into their workout routine. And even though they're not like joining me, they still have a workout and it adds value to them. I also have been trying to share more nutrition in my Instagram stories. Like maybe they need help with certain meal plans or certain snacks or whatever. I'm trying to add more value to see if it maybe like intrigues people more. I'm just trying different things because like I'm not just gonna sit back and think like I can't do it, because there's so many different things you can try. If you're not gonna try, then you'll never know. Has anyone in here done Instagram TV before? Put your hand up if you have not. I think everyone should try that too. It's just like something different to try. Like I know Instagram loves when you do like live videos and Instagram TVs. I haven't done a live video in a long time, but I have done Instagram TVs, and I know that like people watch them and it's super interesting, especially if you're doing like a talking one. Maybe you can share your story. I know I did that last summer and I was freaking scared, but the more you step out of your comfort zone, obviously, the more you won't be as scared. What else? Trying maybe coming up with new ideas. Like my brain has been scatterbrain all week, and it's only Wednesday. But like I've been trying to send out more free workouts to people. Again, adding value to people. Another thing I want to try and do is invite people. So you know how we do like our Zoom workouts. Inviting people to a Zoom workout, I want to try, and just sharing my screen about the work, like to show the workout that I'm doing, and that way they can just have like a free workout and join us. And I think like it might not work, it might work, but I want to try that, just to try different things to invite people to, even if it's not the boot camp, but like something that's free and valuable to them. I'm trying out different ways to hit Success Club. So like for instance, and this has actually worked so far. I don't know if you guys saw, but I'm trying to do like a little bit of a giveaway. Like I'm doing like a little goodie bag, Lululemon gift card, and along with their promo codes. And a girl messaged me as soon as she saw that. She was like, I'm ready. So like I have a card out, like it worked. I'm trying different things. So it's always like just trying all these different things to see what works for you. Try making your photos scroll stopping. So maybe you need to go outside and take better lighting photos. I don't know, maybe you need to try and do like a different filter, try out different filters. I bought my filter. I know a lot of people use Lightroom. Different people use different apps, and it's like obviously whatever works for you, but I know people like scroll stopping photos. If it's a photo that's like in a dark room, like if I took a photo right now, it would not be appealing. What else? Yeah, just think of what you aren't doing and maybe try it out. Might work for you. I already said all that. Maybe you need a different personal development book. I know for a while I was only reading Rachel Hollis, but right now I'm trying to read more leadership books just to like help me become a better leader and help out the team. Because for the longest time, obviously it's hard to like tell yourself that you're a good leader when like you're like shy and scared and all that stuff. But like if you just go for it and try something, every person on this call is a leader, whether you think you're not. You are or not. You are. Every person.
May I say something quick?
Absolutely.
I think in every call you're going to hear people say do personal development, and I ignored everyone when I started. I actually like hated it. It's not that I hated it, it's just I couldn't find something that like I vibed with. And I've like recently, like every single morning I listen to like a podcast on my way to placement or wherever I'm going, because I feel like I'm always in my car. And it's just like, especially in the morning, since I like to do my workouts at night, like in the morning it kind of just like gets me going. I highly recommend it. Like just find something that works for you. Like people read, people do podcasts, like honestly anything that works for you, and focus on like what's like in your core at the moment. Like for me it was kind of just like I need like some type of motivation, and like I've just been feeling kind of down like mentally. So I was like, okay, like I need something, like someone to be like tough love on me. And like I found like a few podcasts that were really like that, and it's just kind of like really like pushed me in my business.
Do you want to share it? What podcast you're listening to?
Yeah, 1 second. I've shared them on my stories every morning, but her name's Lori Harder. I'll put it in Empower Tribe. She's really sweet.
Yeah, I listened to that one too. I really like that one.
Yeah, it's like Earn Your Happy. She's done a whole bunch of episodes, but I don't know, it just kind of brings my mental health like right through the roof.
No, that's good. And it's funny, like when I know a few of us on this call, but even me, like when I first started, Michelle was like, so what personal development are you reading? I was like, I'm not, like, don't do that. And then she mailed me, not emailed. She sent me the book, You Are a Badass, and like I read the whole thing and I was like, oh my God, I'm addicted. And now I have like stacks of books just like in my room. Cause like I couldn't go without it. It's like part of my routine now. Okay. Oh yeah. So I have a couple things that I'm gonna have you guys do. So I want everyone to share what is one thing you're gonna do this week that you haven't been doing, or that you should, or maybe that you want to do more of. Something that will like move your business forward where you want it to go.
More invites every day.
Love it.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna check every bloody time now. I think I lost my train of thought. Oh, more connections. I'm gonna try doing like more connections rather than just more invites.
Love it.
I don't know if anyone else was on Danielle's call, but she just started the 100 Club thing. So she's basically just got this like messenger group of the idea is to get 100 invites out a week until the end of December.
Love it.
If you do that math, it's like 2,000 invites out by the end of the year. So I know that I mentioned, like, I know and a couple of us too, like trying to get like follower numbers up and just like build the network, because like I'm running out of people to invite. So I want to try to get up to like 600 followers at least by the end of the week, and then go from there. And I think I'm just gonna start at like 50, but I joined the 100 Club thing. So
I love that. That's actually really good. Yeah, it's like another push group, right? Like when you see other people doing it, you're like, well, I want to do that. I want to send that many invites too. That's how I feel anyway.
Like better plan. Like I always like tell myself I'm gonna like plan out what posts I'm gonna do and stuff, and then like I never do, and I feel like that would be like a huge help for me.
Lauren, I bought one of these. I think I posted it in Team Empower, but it's a week at a glance. Like I don't know if you can.
Ooh.
But it's just like Monday to Sunday, and I literally sit down on Sunday or Monday and I write out my like plan for the week. And I just like set it right in front of me, and I have check boxes.
Where did you get it?
Oops. Pardon?
Where did you get it?
The dollar store.
The dollar store?
Yeah. And it's perfect because I have it right in front of my face, and if I don't do it, then
perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna get one of those and then better plan out my shit so I like have a better like variety of content, I guess.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else?
Okay, mine is to sit at my desk more, which sounds weird, but my focus time is at my desk. And since I moved, I feel like I always just like sit wherever or lay wherever, and then I'm like not as focused and productive as I need to be. And then also responding to messages in a timely fashion, because I can send invites like nobody's business or respond to people. Take like 2 days and then they sign up with someone else, or like they don't care anymore, and I'm
It's
like,
true.
So yeah, responding to people faster.
Love it. Well, Jocelyn?
What was the question? My Zoom cut out.
What you're gonna do more of this week, or something you're gonna try that you haven't done before?
I want to talk about coaching more on my stories and like in my posts. I feel like I send a lot of like invites to the boot camps, and I try to send them to coaching, but I need to reword it so it sounds more appealing to people.
Yeah, and you just gotta like try different things. Like, what have I been trying that's kind of been working more? Oh, so like when I've like talked to someone and then like I kind of say like I don't know, make a connection, and then I'll send my invite and say like, have you ever considered coaching? Or I'll say, or joining my online fitness community, because that way they have two different options, or both.
Yeah, so I do that, and I feel like everyone opts for the boot camp. They say, I'd like to do the boot camp first.
One thing I try to do is I say, have you, like my invite lately has been like, hey, saw that you've been following my journey for a little while now. Have you ever thought about joining me? Because then when they say like, what do you mean about joining me? Like you can say coaching or the boot camp, or they'll automatically assume whatever they were already thinking about, right? So then they ask you about coaching, or then they ask you about the boot camp. That's just what I've been trying.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like asking them one or the other gives them like an out of what they're thinking. Instead of pushing themselves to coach, they just take the easy way and join the boot camp.
Never know, though. You never know. Anyone else? No, I won't make you say it if you don't want to. You can just write it down.
I guess I'm gonna really try to send out a lot of invites, and I really want to sign up my first customer this week. I've been trying so hard, and I'm kind of feeling down lately, but
you will. It's coming.
It's coming. I feel it.
It is.
So, yeah, so I'm gonna
and we'll all celebrate when you do.
I'll let y'all know the second it happens.
It's exciting though.
Like you're all like, you are not alone in feeling that. Like my brand new personally sponsored coach is in the same boat as you. She's been working super hard, and she hasn't had her first client yet, but it will come. Like the consistency will pay off. Like sometimes people come to you in clusters. Literally, like I had 1 month where I got like no SC points, and then the next month like I hit like SC 16. So it's all just like the way the world works, you know.
It'll come when it's supposed to happen. That's kind of the vibe that I'm taking right now. Thanks, guys.
It's true.
Consistency.
And you are so consistent. Like your stories are awesome, and you're already talking. Hello, that's amazing. That took me forever to talk.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Well, thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Well, that was like all I had for you guys. I hope that was helpful somewhat or at all. I just think like I feel like a lot of people, like everyone goes through struggles, whether you're a 15-star diamond coach or whether you're a coach or an emerald or a diamond or whatever you're like, wherever you're at in your business. All of our businesses are going to go like this. They're never going to be way up, and unfortunately that's just not how it works. But that's how you learn and that's how you grow. So hopefully that helps, guys. Anything else before I... Oh, gosh, we need a pick. Duh. Okay, 1 second. Shelby, where are you at? Okay, she's not in it. It's fine. Okay, ready?
Sorry, I'm trying to do my laundry.
It's fine. Should we do a boomerang or a selfie?
I forgot my laundry.
Okay, let's do a boomerang. Just do something crazy. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. It's like it worked. Okay. And that's me recording again. All right. Good having last time too. All right, guys. Well, I hope you all have a good night. And if you're still wanting in on the Bet on Your Business group, just message me, or I put my email in the comments. So just let us know. And we're super pumped for it. Have a good night, guys.